it's your boy Oscino Fly back on another review, and this time we are reviewing Loki. Loki is another one of these Disney Plus TV shows that was showing up in the Marvel phase, and a lot of people was looking forward to this. Now, me, honestly, personally, Thor was not one of my favorite movies. I do think Thor is funny, and I do think Loki, the person playing Loki, is a phenomenal actor, but it just wasn't one of my favorite movies out of all of them. I was definitely big on Captain America. I didn't have high hopes coming into this, but I did leave satisfied, but yet wanting more, especially the way this ended. Now, the first thing I said, especially when they was explaining the time variance and like the whole thing about the TVAs, like the basically story is, it takes place like an Endgame where Loki picks up the Tesseract and he is arrested by the TVA, and it goes from there. So, and then like going through that first episode, they're basically explaining like how the TVA works and how time works and how we're all on this one sacred timeline to prevent a multi-war, and anything that goes outside of the timeline, even if you're like late to work or something like that, they pick you up and you are trial. Now, when I first heard that, and I said, well, that sucks. That first episode, I was like, that makes no sense, because how do I know if I broke the law or not? How do I know if I'm a variant? You mean to tell now, however you think about your time theories, like, you know, they got the multiverse, and then you got, I believe, I'm gonna just call it the butterfly effect, where let's say you kill a butterfly, it affects whatever happens in the future or some shit like that. So I believe this is the multiverse theory, even though it's one timeline. At first, it's just like, damn, this is kind of sucks, because it's just like, you don't even know if you were the actual original or you're just a variant. You just don't know. The story does kind of push it that way. It's just like, well, what about the Avengers? He's like, oh no, the Avengers did what they were supposed to do. And it's just like, what the fuck? As the time goes on, even like the story was like how bullshit like the whole TVA is. Because the whole time I'm thinking this TVA thing is bullshit. And even Loki was like, yo, this whole thing is bullshit. It's like, really? And then I love the fact that they're just feeding on this. So the more, you know, it comes in, you realize Loki's looking for another Loki variant. This one, it doesn't have a lot of action in it. It's more or less talking, but the talking does keep you interested. Tom Hiddleston, like I said, is a great Loki. And the fact that Owen Wilson's in there and he plays Mobius, them two together, I feel like has a lot of chemistry on there. You kind of like take a liking to both of them, because both of them kind of like take jabs at each other. Also, the woman that played Judge Ravana Renslayer, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. First of all, that's a gorgeous woman. Let's just say that. You are a gorgeous woman. But second, you are a phenomenal actor. I thought she was very compelling in there, and like, with her, I don't know if I was like booing her or cheering her, because it's like you're doing your job. But you do kind of gotta cheer against her, because it's kind of like, once you find out this whole thing is bullshit, because spoilers if you're watching this, you do find out the TVA is bullshit, that everything is bullshit, it's like everything that was set up is really bullshit. And she still held on to that, but she was still trying to find out the destiny. It's a lot of things going on. The woman that played the female Loki, Sophia Di Martino, I thought she was a very good female Loki, or Sylvie, however you want to call her. I thought she was very compelling. Like, her and Tom Hiddleston, I feel like had real good chemistry in there. Like, I like their competitive back and forth. I like the fact that like she was considered more of a threat than Loki was, and Loki was getting jealous of that. I thought that was pretty funny. Like, the writing in here, I would say, is phenomenal. That's what's going to keep you going. All the CG stuff is cool, like them basically going to the future, and Sylvie could enchant people, and Loki's like, damn, I can't enchant people and all that stuff. He can, and like, that was cool. The woman that played 100B15, her name was Wumi Mosaku. Like, she was good too. Like, she was like that stern officer and all that other stuff. I feel like she definitely played a role in there. I thought she was very good at her job. So one of my favorite episodes is It's basically them looking for the Loki, because it's just like once you find out they're looking for a Loki variant, and then one of my favorite things is them going to the 80s, and that Loki is just enchanting people, and she's just killing people and all that stuff, and they kept one alive, and then she realized that she's a variant herself, and then this is where they uncover that they're all variants. And then the best part is the last two episodes. One, when you realize, because they was pruning people, they don't die, you just send to this void, which is at like the end of time, and like this big old cloud monster is just basically killing people, but the Lokis are the ones that's surviving, because Loki's the best thing they can do to survive. I think that episode was real cool, especially from an effects sound. They definitely put a lot of budget in that. And the last episode, when they revealed it was Kane, Jonathan Majors, He Who Remains. He was very eccentric, especially when he was just like, I'm done. But it's like, if you kill me, you're going to set off. And like the last episode, I feel like it's the most compelling, because it's basically saying like, I'm done. He's like, I kind of want to die because I'm tired of trying to keep the timeline together. But if you do kill me, there's a bunch of other fucking Kangs out there, like evil ones, that's going to try to take over the universe. So you can either take the job, or you could start another multiverse war. Obviously, Sylvie kills Kang. They start a multiverse war, and leaves Loki in another timeline where they don't even know Loki. It shows that there is going to be a season 2. So I do like the fact that this show kept you on edge. Now, overall, at first, I was really skeptical about how they was going to do this, because, like I said, the whole thing was bullshit. And it's, to me, and then once you realize they're trying to uncover the bullshit that is the TVA, it made me a better show, because I honestly was not, I don't want to say I was not liking it, but it was just like, I understand the rules, it's just that I just didn't like them. Until you realize that, you know, they're just trying to uncover the bullshit, and you know, you get this whole thing about what is life, what was my life before, why am I a variant, why didn't I get pruned and the other people get pruned, and all that other stuff. So it gets really compelling. The action scenes, I think it did its job, even though I think it made Loki weak a couple times, and I don't think Loki's that weak. It made Sylvie a better fighter. Like I said, the actors, I feel like they're perfect for him. Loki definitely stands out. It definitely got me interested in the season 2, so whenever that pops out. If you haven't seen Loki, go watch Loki. If you, I think the next one is a movie, because I don't know if they're doing any more TV shows. The What Ifs, I'm definitely waiting on the What Ifs. I might do that one episode by episode, because there's going to be different stuff to be talking about. So that one, I might just do episode by episode instead of just wrapping it up all in one. So let me know what y'all think in the comments section. How do y'all felt about Loki? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Is it one of your favorite Marvel ones? Which one is your favorite Marvel ones? It's still, right now, it's still Captain America and Winter Soldier, or Falcon and Winter Soldier, however you want to say it. That one's still good. WandaVision was good. Loki was good. Right now, they are batting 1,000, and I'm hoping to see more stuff coming in there. So let me know what y'all think. Till then, my name is Oscino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.
Fancy ass man wear glove of rings, flying around town in a tub of wings. Found out how to make love to fiends. He mixing that fudge with the drug of dreams. She too teenage to have a drug of choice, but she fuck with that Royce like she love Detroit. She roll.
Pharaoh.
Aha!